Hello everyone. Today we're looking at distributive property. So this is one specific property that we're going to spend just a little bit of time on. We won't spend a lot. But this is an important one, and you'll use this throughout the rest of this year quite a bit and also in future years as well. Distributive property really is just a way to redistribute the parts of the numbers in a way that'll make it easier for us to solve whatever it is we're working on. So the learning target today is I can use the distributive property to simplify and evaluate expressions. So let's just look at a couple of examples. So here's an example using specific numbers. So if we have to start out with 4 and then times in parentheses we have 35 plus 4. What the distributive property says is that's the same thing as saying 4 times 35, and that's where this came from, plus 4 times 4, and that's where this came from. And so then we could continue evaluating this, and 4 times 35 is going to be 140, and 4 times 4 is going to be 16, so it'll be 156. But the distributive property itself says that you can redistribute anything outside the parentheses, you can distribute to everything inside the parentheses. So this would be 4 times 35 plus 4 times 4. Now, could we do it another way without using the distributive property? Absolutely we could. We could say 35 plus 4 is 39 and multiply that answer times 4, and we get exactly the same thing as when we use the distributive property. But specifically, the distributive property can make hard numbers easy to work with and can give you a very good chance to solve something that you maybe otherwise couldn't. So now let's look at one more example with the distributive property. This has just letters. So again, this says that A times, in parentheses, B plus C is going to equal the same thing as A times B plus A times C. Again, if we used just these arrows, A times B plus A times C. So that would give us AB plus AC over here. So again, distributive property, just a way of breaking the numbers up and kind of regrouping them a little bit differently, which allows us to solve problems. There'll be a lot of times where this formula comes in, or this property comes in very, very handy. And again, it's something we'll need to know, that when you have something outside parentheses, you're going to have to multiply whatever's outside by both terms. Okay, and it's especially helpful. In this case, you could easily add 35 and 4 and get 39, but sometimes you won't have things that you can combine together in here, and then the distributive property will be very, very beneficial then. Thanks very much for listening. I look forward to seeing you in class soon and to answering any questions you have. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.